Looks to me as if Joe O'Connor now requires a snooker on the green in that deciding frame. That'll be a good win. We're actually seeing signs of young talent coming through in this event that we haven't been seeing all that often.
Yes, and it's one thing to pull off a marquee victory, as Devlin and of course Aaron Hill did with their respective wins over Mark Williams and Ronnie O'Sullivan, but it's quite another to then back it up in the next round, and it looks as though they're both going to achieve that.
Very much so. Anyway, Bingham in early here because of that miss from Selby. It's a pretty prolific break builder, and the balls could hardly be better set for something quite
16.
Sizable here.
Well, he really is. He made a century against Louis Heathcote in the first round, another 2 against Chen Si Fan, and then a 1-3-8 break in that nail biter against Liam Highfield. So Bingham scoring very heavily. Of course, the highlight for him by far last season was his first Masters title, beating his fellow Essex Cuman Ali Carter in a terrific final at Ali Pali. In terms of ranking events, it was a relatively modest season for Bingham. Made the quarterfinals of the World Open and the final group of the Championship League back in June. Not much to write home about aside from that. Lost a tight one in the second round of the World Championship to Mark Williams. A rivalry, 20 meetings and 10 apiece. Bingham's won the last 2. In fact, Selby hasn't beaten Bingham since the 2016 International Championship semi-finals.
Yeah, I mean, you'd say it was the perfect start. He actually played a poor safety shot, which allowed a fairly straightforward red, has to be said, from Selby, which he hit across, leaving all these. Yeah, I see no reason why he wouldn't stay on the black here, you know. And we know that he's already made 6 1-4-7s. I'm not saying he's going to make a 7th here, but what I am saying is the balls are not all that badly placed for something sizable. That's okay as well.
48.
It's strange, you know, but he's had a match today, a fairly longish match, but you can sometimes play better in your second game on the same day. It goes back to the old Pro-Am days, of which Stuart Bingham is no stranger.
49.
You can really warm up and play good stuff.
He's always had a voracious appetite for snooker, hasn't he, Bingham? Whether he's playing it or watching it, he can't get enough. So he certainly wouldn't have been fazed by the prospect of back-to-back matches.
Yeah, I just saw no reason why he shouldn't play on this bottom red. I mean, they can be missed. But
56.
if he drops this in slowly, he might make Selby really suffer in this frame. This was the red. I mean, as I say, I strongly fancy Mark to pot
57.
those. This is a wonderful chance. Clearly the red up the other end, you know, that's going to be a problem ball. But if it's the last red, who's to say he couldn't
64.
play on the black from it? It's going to. I think he's now at the point where he's got no intention of playing on anything but the black, Bingham.
65.
It would be a surprise. And of course, this black and a further red, and the frame is safe, so then he can concentrate on seeing how many this break can amount to.
No specific maximum break prizes this year. Of course, last year, had we reached a total tally of 20 1-4-7s, there would have been £1 million bonus. That's not applicable this season, But £5,000 will go to the best break of the tournament, currently held by Mark Allen, with that 145 as part of his 4-century burst against Doherty.
Played a good shot there, you know. It's okay, this. I know it looks a little thin, but drop it in off the bunch to be on the black.
73.
Yeah, that's absolutely A1. And the frame is safe. Now then, all you people watching at home, we've had 158 maximums. The professional ranks has already been won this season. Ryan Day made it on day one of the Championship League. But it's quite exciting, a prospect of seeing one.
8.
And like I say, it's on here.
81.
It's going to be fascinating to see how he negotiates that awkward red.
Well, I think it's far enough away from the cushion to be not impossible to get red-black from. If it was tight on that
88.
right-hand cushion, I don't see he'd have much chance, but I think it's a possibility. Like you say, it's a question of how he gets
89.
on it. Now, you've got to be careful here, because it's not easy for him to get high on a red from the right-hand side of the table so that he can roll it in and play on the black. Yeah, that angle is no good. He's going to take a very good shot here. It's not a question of getting on a red, it's getting on a red in a certain way. This has got to go.
96.
It's not one of his best shots, you know. This will take some doing. He's going to hold, screw onto the other red. It'd be a very delicate rest shot, this.
97.
Wow, I didn't think that was in, I've got to be honest. I'm pleased it went in. It always looked top jaw to me.
It did. Just the pace allowed it to drop.
Things just getting more complicated now. He's chipped this red safe. He's got to play this very gently. This,
104.
I didn't think was in. I didn't think it was particularly close either.
$105.
Right. As long as he leaves himself some sort of a shot, I would prefer it if he wasn't playing a rest shot to get from the red to the black. So if he can just get across and play a screw shot back down the table, the rest shot would, I think, be more difficult to get position on the black from. Well, just thinking about the O'Sullivan shot that he played.
112.
He didn't finish there, but the red wasn't in a dissimilar spot. This will take some doing to pop the red again on the black here. Lots of screw on left-hand side. Oh, never mind. That's a pity. It was a chance, there's no question. I thought he tried too much there to get near the red.
Yeah,
Anyhow, great start.
It was a valiant effort, wasn't it? It was a tough old red, never mind getting position on the black. But it's a great start nonetheless from Stuart Bingham, 112 and a 1-0 lead.